Good morning, children. Today we are going to learn first lesson, that is reading and analysis of maps. In 6th class and 7th class, we studied the making of maps and how to read the maps. About this all we learned. And in 8th class, the first lesson given to analyze that maps, what maps are prepared geographers in last decades, and how they used these maps according to their use. So before going to lesson, first you have to learn these key points, keywords, which are helpful to understand the lesson better. Here, the first one is projection. Projection means projecting something. Suppose the weather department giving forecast of weather. For example, suppose low pressure is happened in Bay of Bengal. Like that, in news we are getting in advance. So it is a forecasting of weather report from the TV news. So projecting something in advance to bring in the view of the people is called as forecast. Second one is symbols. Things or persons that represent something else. Things or persons. See here above the keywords, here some photographs are there and even symbol also there. This is contour line, the symbol of contour line, and the picture of persons. Here some important geographers who studied about the geography of the world and who discovered the places and new places like Vasco da Gama and Ptolemy, etc. So these are the symbols, things or persons that represent something else. Here we are representing the symbol of contour line and the pictures of some important explorers and geographers. Next, third one, geographer. Here the geographer means who will study about the geography, the features of a particular place. So here there are some different geographers, well-educated philosophers are there, like Herodotus, Ptolemy, Hecatus, Miletus, and Alexander. These are the geographers. They made some maps of their countries according to their usage. These are called as geographers. Next, contour. Contour lines. About contour lines we studied in 7th class and 6th class. These contour lines also called as isolines. Lines on map joining places of same height measured from the sea level. Sea level means from the ground level. Suppose if you want to measure the height of the mountains which are having same height and the places which are having located at the same height, so to measure that places we will use this contour lines. Next one is cartography. Cartography is the science of maps. It is one science of map. So drawing on map also one of the art. So the cartography is one of the art which will influence us in drawing the maps. Yes, some maps are there. See, thematic maps, land use maps, political maps, physical features, physical maps, and here also population map is there. So different types of maps. Drawing is one of the art, and to study about these maps is called cartography. Next one is survive. Sixth one, survive. To continue to live or exist. So we are living on the earth, we are surviving, living on the earth. So living is called as surviving at any place. Next, seventh one is conquer. Overcome and take control of a place or its people by military force. So overcome and take control. Generally in our history, we'll frequently come across this conquering countries. So one kingdom conquered another kingdom, one king defeated another king. So after defeating that king, he will occupy the whole kingdom, and people all will come under that who win the war. So this is called as conquer. Next one is destination. Eighth one, destination. The place to which someone or something is going or being. So the person or place. Suppose you are going from Samagota to Vizag. So our destination place is Vizag. So when we reach our Vizag, we think that we reached our destination. That is called destination. Next, depict. Here, depicting means representing something. Represent by a drawing, painting, or other art form. Suppose you are drawing one picture of a geographer or an explorer. So these are the uh, symbols or photos you are representing on a plain paper or cloth. So it is called as depicting. Next, 10th one is it is importance, significance. Significance means importance. So most significant factor of this lesson is about the maps. So importance, the important topic what you are studying here is about the maps, analysis of maps. Next, 11th one, perspective. Here, the art of representing solid objects on a flat surface so as to the impression of height, width, depth, and relative distance. Here, the art of representing solid objects on a flat surface. Suppose you are showing one model of a ship or boat. So the ship will be represented in the map. So here, suppose height. To show the height of the mountain, will show in the map. So here width, the width of the river, maybe it is any river. So next depth, the depth of the rivers, how much depth is the river is or canal or tank, and relative distance, distance from one place to another place. So to show all these items will show in the map. So it is called as perspective. Next 12th one is exploration. Exploration means finding new things, unknown, going to unknown places, traveling through an unfamiliar area in order to learn about something. So traveling through unfamiliar areas. So unknown areas. Unfamiliar areas means unknown areas. Here some explorers names are given: Magellan, Columbus, Vasco da Gama, Emerson, and Stanley. So these are the people and explored, traveled, and went to so many unknown places, and they found some places like Vasco da Gama discovered India, Columbus discovered America, like this. Next, enthusiasm. Enthusiasm means a great enjoyment, interest, happiness. Suppose you pass an examination, you will get very happy. So enthusiastic moments you are facing. Next, maritime. Relating to shipping or other activity taking place at sea. Maritime means from ship, from one place to another place, we are doing important export some goods. So it is called as maritime. Curvature. Curvature means one curve. The fact of being curved or the degree to which something curved. So our earth is somewhat tilted, curved. So it is 25 degrees tilting position. If you observe the globe, we can find it is called as curvature. Next, distort, pull or twist out shape. Pull or twist out of shape. So we have to change the shape of something, one item, one object, or pulling something from that place. Next, impedance, the force or energy with which a body moves. Impedance means force. Suppose to move one stone, we'll push that stone. So we are using our energy by our hands. So it is called as impedance. Next, indicate, point out. Indicate means something pointing out. Suppose when you are pointing out the map points, we are if you want to point out any place, any state, at the say a particular place we are pointing out that place. So it is called as indicate. So these are the main points which will come across in this lesson.